So now we come to actually doing the split squat itself. And again, we'll just take this in stages. So just go through a couple of cues at a time. What I like to begin people with is being near a wall or something that you can hold on to. And the reason is when you first go into this 1 foot forward, 1 foot back split stance, it can feel quite wobbly. So it's just reassuring to have a wall there or something you can hold on to just to keep the balance for a start. Ultimately, once you get comfortable in this position, we'll then just move you away from the wall. So you've got to rely on your actual body to do this movement rather than rely on something else to help you. And so taking it from the beginning, you're going to go 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, one hand on the wall. And what you want to focus on is getting the hips and the shoulders square onto the wall in front. The next one is with your front foot. You want to keep the front foot on the floor the whole time. And we want to do what's something called feel the whole foot. That basically means you want to feel your toes, the ball of your foot, and your heel all just pressing down on the floor. You don't want to kind of feel your foot rolling. You don't want to rock back on the heel, rock back onto the toes. You want to just keep that whole foot on the floor the whole time. So from this position, so brace the abs. From here, focus on just bending a little bit through the knees. Go down a little way and then come back up. So we're just doing like a partial movement here. And that's just to get you used to it. So once you feel comfortable doing partial, then just go a little bit more into the range of motion. So just sink down a little bit more, a little bit more. If you find that it's really, really tight on the leg, instead of keeping straight up, just have a slight forward lean, still keeping the abs braced, feel the whole foot, and just driving straight up, straight down. When you first start doing the split squats, it's not uncommon that when you're doing the movement, you may excessively bring in the knee forward over the front foot. So it'll look kind of something like this. And you can see that the knee is coming way too far forward over the foot. The heel is lifting off the ground, and you don't want that for the exercise. So remember, you want to try and feel the whole foot on the floor throughout the entire movement. So the two reasons why this may be happening. First one is your stance is too short. So you think you've got into a long enough stance, but it's not. So when you come down, you really just got no space, so you're excessively bringing the knee forward. The other one is because you may have some tightness around the hips or the front of the thigh. And what the body likes to do is try and compensate any way it can to avoid the pain. So it'll have you move forward, so it's not coming through this strong stretch. What I like to do with people to coach that out, if I'm with them, I'll put my hand in front of their knee and tell them not to hit my hand. If you're doing this by yourself, take a pole, line it up against the toes, go into the split stance position, focus on feeling the whole foot, and then bend through your knees. And you don't want that knee to actually hit the bar. So you don't want it to kind of bash into it. Focus on dropping your hips straight down, bending through the knees. If it's really tight, you may not be able to go so far for a start, and that's fine. Just gradually build up a little bit more and a little bit more over time until you can comfortably do the movement.